Evil draws close.
Hey guys, sorry I haven't made a video in a while, but I wanted to make one now. I've been really focusing on Grandmasters. I made Division A, but in the week 2 I did not do well, and I kind of, with streaming and the new expansion and Grandmasters, I kind of put YouTube on hold for a little bit. But I'm going to be making videos again, probably less during the remainder of Grandmasters, but then back to normal, sort of regular videos once GM is over. But I wanted to highlight a deck post-nerf that I've been doing really well with. It I actually struggled a lot at first, but I was seeing the matchup spread, and I was seeing the popularity, and I wanted to learn it. And that is Soul Demon Hunter, formerly known as Control Demon Hunter, but this has a kind of a slightly different flair than the old Control Demon Hunter builds. And this is a very powerful deck, but it is difficult and it is counterintuitive, and a lot of your habits from other decks will make you lose in this, and you have to adjust. But the basic concept of this deck is it's all weapon burn. So we play a few minions here and there, maybe get a little, like, 3 or 4 chip damage throughout the game, but then we just start hidden face, and we kind of almost like Bomb Warrior, except less bomb damage over the long run, but a little more minion damage, and a little more immediate damage. So you're fighting for board a little bit, at first 3 turns, and then you start maybe quick Marrow Slicer. And one of the things a big play that you do with this deck is what I call the undercommit, overcommit, where, for example, let's say you play Marrow Slicer a turn, they have a 4/4, and most people are like, oh, I'm going to kill the 4/4. You ignore the 4/4, you go face. They play more stuff, then you go something like Blade Dance, or maybe it's a 3/3, and you go Shatterstar Mystic and destroy their whole board and swing the board. And now you've taken a little bit of damage on your life, but you always can just go Warblades to heal if you need it back up. And there's a lot of those plays where if you're just kind of traditionally like, oh, I need to fight for board, there's a lot of ignoring the board and then recovering the board afterwards, because this deck has a lot of things that I like to use a term that are scalable. It's removal that is better the more minions that are out there. So if you have a Mystic can kill 1 3/3, or it can kill 7 3/3s. So if you're killing 1 3/3 over and over again, and you could have just waited a little bit, taken a little damage, and killed 4 3/3s. And that's one of the fundamental concepts of this deck, is knowing sort of when I want to trade versus when I just want to ignore board and go face. And another reason you might ignore board and go face is just to kill them. Like, it doesn't matter if they have 10/10s if they're dead. So it's really interesting in that way. So fundamental. So before, I know I get these questions all the time because there are other lists. Why aren't you running Polkit, and why aren't you running McTheradan? And I think people think, oh, these cards are good. They're flashy. They're this. And they are very good in certain situations. But I think people don't realize they're bad or useless or even negatively bad in other situations. For example, McTheradan has a improvement on the Druid matchup, but it pretty much hurts every single other matchup. An example of this that I saw someone playing Soul Demon Hunter against Priest. They go McTheradan on 4. Like they went I think Spirit Jailer on 1, McTheradan on 4, and then they go Shatterstar Mystic on 3, killing the whole board, have a 12/12 against a Priest on turn 5. Priest goes Cabal, the Cabal 2/4 now, and Wave of Apathy steals it. Game over. It's done. That McTheradan actually hurt you. And so there are things like that, if you're against Face Hunter, you go McTheradan, and then they just use the damage. Or you're going, even against Druid, I've seen playing McTheradan, and they quickly go, you do it too late in the game, and they go, what's the card? Survival of the Fittest, and they're all 5/7. So, obviously those are anecdotal. So you're free to obviously put these cards in your deck, but the statisticians over at Vicious Syndicate, and if you look at some HS replay data, you can sort of see that this card does not actually improve decks overall across the ride field. So you either can trust the stats, you can trust my anecdotes, or you cannot trust me at all and say, I'm going to put Mectherodon in. You know, it's always good to say, if your brain says, I think this is a good card, to go test it out and say, screw the stats, I'm going to believe what I want to believe. And then sometimes you think, oh, maybe they're doing it wrong, or maybe I was doing something wrong. And you could kind of learn through that. So feel free to ignore that advice. And the other card is Polkit. And Polkit is another card. It's very good against Priest, but it's also a liability in most other matchups. It's a 4-mana 4/5 in a lot of situations where often, like if you're playing against something like Face Hunter, and you get Polkit, it's just this huge liability. It's way too slow, and often you don't even want to draw these big value ticket items from your Skull that you're going to get. You'd rather draw things like Warblades. So sometimes Polkit, just like Mectherodon, can actually come back to bite you. You're better off not playing it at all. You don't even want the effect. So I think that's what people raise. People think, oh, this is the good situation, but there's situations where these cards actually have negative effects. So you either can trust that, the anecdotes of it, or the stats of it. I could see both those cards in the right meta, in the right situation, coming back, but I don't think they're objectively improving the deck. So that's kind of that. I'm running this version. I'm running the Wand Makers. I'm running one Consume Magic. I'm running a Horde Pillager. I kind of put the Horde Pillager in to beat Warrior, Bomb Warrior, to have more reach, and I ended up just liking it overall. So this is kind of the list I'm running on ladder. I recently hit rank 7 Legend with this, I think last night. I think I am currently, you can see, no, it's not showing for some reason. Oh, there we go. I'm currently rank 13 with this deck, so pretty good. Pretty good. I started off with going 2-11. So if you're losing at first, understand that you're gonna have to learn this deck. It's your basic tempo value stuff is not gonna be lessons, aren't gonna make you instantly win with this deck. So some basic mulligans. You want your early tempo plays. I'm thinking Spirit Jailer. I'm thinking Manus Feeder Panther. And Wand Maker. These are just plays that kind of put some board on, and then there's a lot of a conditional and kind of just slow down your opponent, maybe put some pressure on your opponents like a Bomb Warrior, just get a little face damage in, make them fight a little bit for board so they can't do whatever they want. This can be real nice, getting a little bit of chip damage. And then after that, there's some conditional things, a lot of stuff like, okay, let's say you already have you're on coin, you're playing against Bomb Warrior, and your hand is Wand Maker, Marrow Slicer, Horde Pillager. And then let's say like Sociologist. I might just throw away the Sociologist, keep both the other things, because I can go Wand Maker on 2, coin Marrow Slicer on 3, and then second Horde Pillager on 4. So there's stuff like, you would never keep Horde Pillager normally, but knowing that matchup, another thing, maybe you have Skull on the left card of your hand, you already have a Spirit Jailer against Priest. Well, that might be a really good keep because it's on the left. You don't have to worry. You always can get it, and you've already got some early tempo plays. So you're not going to just be floating mana for at least 6 turns. At least you have one play. So there's a lot of stuff like that. There's also things like against aggressive matchups, like Alpha keep Soulshare, like you're playing against a Face Hunter, or maybe you're on coin against a Cyclone Mage. That can be nice. Same thing with Shatterstarred Mystic. If you're playing against a Face Hunter, and especially if you already have like a Spirit Jailer, it can be a great keep. But that's knowing the matchup, stuff like that. Sometimes they'll keep Warblades. Same kind of deal. So you can kind of think of some conditional keeps. Kind of look at your hand, but the fundamentals, even Twin Slice, I think against an aggressive matchup like a Face Hunter, it can be nice to hit that down. So kind of knowing what you're playing against. Think, oh, maybe here's the normal mulligan, but given my hand and given this, I might be able to keep this other card that's sort of later. So that's the basic mulligan information. Like I said, the way you win with this deck, you play stuff, you start, you remove the board, and at some point you go for set up the lethal. So one of the big plays I really like doing is saving Kane towards the end. So often you'll put them down to a low amount of life. And maybe they're like a Cyclone Mage, and you've put them down to 8 life, and they're you're at 9 mana, and they're, oh my god, they're gonna kill me. What do they go for? They might go. There's 2 things they might go for: an Ice Barrier, which in that case you can't really stop that, but maybe you actually could. So let's say They play a secret, but they don't develop board. Well, then let's say you haven't used either Gladebound Adepts. You might go Gladebound Adept on their face, and then next turn you go Gladebound Adept on their face again because they didn't put pressure on you. And you can kill them by playing around the Ice Barrier, guaranteed, and there's really nothing they can do to stop it. Another thing they might do is they might go Mana Giant into Conjurer's Call, and you might have that Cane ready because you're so ahead. So there's a lot of stuff of like, do I have the luxury to play around cards and guarantee lethals, slow down the game, or do I have to go for the win? So let's say you're playing against a bomb where you've got 5 bombs in your deck, and you're at 10 life. Well, you have to go for the win quickly. You can't play it slow. You can't take your time. You got to go for the kill because you're going to die. But let's say you're playing against Bomb Warrior and they've had a horrible hand. They haven't hit any of the red calibers. They've removed your board, but they haven't done much else. Well, you can take your sweet time and just sort of play the game out, get more of that damage, set up your skulls, try and maximize the value. Because you're not under pressure. So a lot of the deck is also figuring out how much pressure am I under, do I need to go for a lethal, do I need to control board, and kind of adjust your game plan to maximize your chance of getting a lethal. Because you can always say, oh, I'm going to just YOLO face and hope they don't have it, but sometimes they do have it. So sometimes it's saying, I'm too far behind, I just got to risk it, I got to go for it, because if I don't risk it here, even if they don't have it, I still lose. So I have to take the risk. Where another spot, you might say, oh, well, I kind of would like the Cane tempo here, but they're going to be at 5 life, and let's say they're a druid. Their best chance of winning here is getting a big taunt in the way, having this Cane as a backup when they're not maybe they don't have a lot of pressure on. They've kind of, they've had a slow start. I can have that luxury. So knowing when you can take luxuries and when you can't, that's a big thing about this deck, and knowing sort of how much pressure you're under. So that's, I think, the fundamental skills of the deck. I'm going to show you some games that I think highlight some of these concepts, and hopefully you take away from that and learn. If you like this, please leave a like. I stream on Twitch, so check me out live there. You can see a lot more games than you see here. So hope you guys like this and have a good one. It's ooh. I want to keep Skull. Never okay. Oh, this hand is great. What is a noob? Oh my god. You guys!
You don't pick the ones.
Am I a noob? If not, how could I become one? You just keep hanging out in Twitch chat and they'll help you be a noob.
You don't pick the ones.
Ooh, look at them all fancily freezing my board. So wow, look at that play. That was a fancy ass play. This is interesting. I kind of feel like I go coin this, though I wanted to get the skull. But I don't like this. This gives me a 5/3, which I do like, as opposed to 2/2/1s, which are easy to kill.
Such a beautiful shield.
Oh, they just run Way of Frost in this deck? Guys, I didn't realize. Okay, they're running Imprisoned Observer, but they're running Wand Maker. I'm so confused. I do not. I just assume Turtle Mage, but they're just hard running Ray of Frost. Like, don't tell me that's not weird. Something's going on here in River City. Yeah, it's probably Highlander Mage. Well, we have a great hand, like, against a deck that's not going to win on turn 8. Okay, I don't think they're Highlander Mage. I think they're Turtle Mage that runs Ray of Frosts. That's what it looks like, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I bet they're a Turtle Mage player who didn't think, oh, I can't just run Ray of Frost in this deck. That's what it looks like.
Alas, poor warlock.
Well, these are really good, to be honest. How much you like this deck? It's my favorite thing. I don't know. It's all right. It's fun. It's a good time. Wait, I am so confused. Wait, what? Oh, they're playing. Maybe they're playing the Hunter Race version, where they run the frickin'. I am so confused. Can someone explain to me what's happening here? Because I do not know. Do I ever go sociologist over, Sociologist would give me 5 of these guys. It seems pretty good. We also could go this. It doesn't really, they don't work well together.
I grow impatient. Time grows short. Demons?
Hey, put some soul into it. Yeah.
OTK Mage? I have to go freeze here, right? Yeah. Just have lethal here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't look like it's. Am I getting lethaled myself next turn? You know what? I think, call me crazy. We're really ahead here. I feel like I'm worried. I really want to kill this 5/5 without taking damage. I feel like we go Shattersard plus Gladebound here. Because then we can go Skull next turn with Horde Pillager as well. I hate killing over our own board, but I think it's right.
You're in my hands now. Someday I'll be just like you.
So close to lethal here. Alright,
Poor war.
got it. Easy game, easy life.
Loot
Vengeance is
Right, blink, click. I just hold. I have a foot pedal.
vengeance is mine.
You don't pick the ones.
The future is clear. Your demise.
Hmm.
The wand picks you.
I can't really play. It's too much APM or too much. Yeah, you kind of need a controller for those games.
What more can I ask for?
The wand picks
Gray's Dead's pretty good here, unfortunately. We have a hand that can really go the distance. Which is... Ow! Just time to get owned. See if they got the ooze or not.
stick now.
Oof. Dude, this is running... They're running the weapon hate over there. Alright. Dude, I'm actually tempted to go... We could get, like, a bunch of stuff for a fast sociologist play, which might be real good. I kind of like that better, but actually no, I want to go skull before I do that, so I don't draw those crappy things. Oof, that's rough. I'm trying to think the play here. Blade Dance would be real nice here. Oh, that's really good. We'll take that. I watched some of the earlier matches, but yeah, I gotta go watch the top 8. I just started streaming during it, so I'll go watch it on my own. Heard it was really good.
A simple spell.
Hide behind your servants. I will still fight. Found you!
I'm trying to bait them into a removal turn here, so we can follow. Thank you. I want to kind of force them into, yeah. So I'm forcing him into removal here. Probably just goes Chaos Nova, and then I can go Sociologist the following turn. That's kind of my idea here, at least. See what he does here. Yep. This might be a mistake. I don't know, because... But in fact, he did that last turn. Makes me wonder if he doesn't have removal here. Sometimes he doesn't have a clean clear here. But I mean, he does have like 9 cards, but... I mean, he could have gotten one from Renew there. We'd love to get like cards that draw cards here. Things like Skull, Chaos Strike.
Quickly.
Let me change your mind.
This is...
Such a beautiful shield.
No! Let me change your mind.
Vengeance is mine!
Is Soul Warlock even a deck? I would say yes. Saying I've never heard of Soul Warlock.
I must consider.
Is that lethal? That's lethal, right? Yeah.
Such a beautiful shield.
You have been.
Dude, I'm always so tempted to keep Skulls of Gul'dan, but I'm gonna resist the urge. It's costing me. I mean, ladders just like it's like it's where you show off that you're good at the game. Those on ladder, in my opinion.
The wand say.
Oh, that's a bad top deck.
Vengeance is mine.
The wand picks you.
Show off my card back. Oh, nice.
Vengeance is mine.
Horde Villager has been way more useful than I expected. Wand Makers are real nice too. And Wand Makers are your best 2-drop. Because Mana Feeder is really more of a 3-drop. So it's just nice being able to tempo to kind of set up your better turns later. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Damn. Alright, I gotta kill this, right? I'm like so tempted to go face here. Because like this combo, but I'm gonna resist the urge, play the long game here. It might be right just to trade on the 5/5 as well here. Like, they have to make another one of these. I think I'm going to.
Is mine.
What makes something
Ooh, this guy can be a burden sometimes in a way. Wait, did we just go YOLO face here? Like, I don't think they can kill us here, right? Well, now that we got this, maybe we don't YOLO face. Alright, I think we wait it out. I think a lot of times they don't want this one to die. They want this one to die, I feel like, because they want to be able to have a play. Nice. Nice guess there. Oh, wait, not a nice guess. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to go YOLO face here then. I think that's the play. Like, just go for the win here. Because they can't play crap, you know?
Vengeance is mine. Time grows short. Our enemies will fall.
What's the tip?
Oh, this is a desperation play. They could have traded the 7/6 and the 6/4 to play minions. Ooh, this is gonna freeze it. That's rough, actually.
Time runs out on
But we can go sociologist next turn. Oh, wait, no, that's not a freeze. Interesting choice here. Wow, they're just going face. Okay. All right, all right, just going there. That's very questionable, if you ask me. Um, this is an interesting spot. I think we just go double blade dance here. 3, yeah. Sometimes we hit lethal with this, right? This is 3.
I grow impatient.
All right, just that's lethal. I actually kind of like keeping this whole hand. Like Warblades with a Horde Pillager seems real strong against a Face Hunter, you know? I might even just tempo out the Mana Feeder next turn, to be honest. I could actually tempo it out this turn, which is an interesting choice. If they go to the 2-3, I do want the Soul Share in the back. Maybe I just waited. I think I might do it.
Time grows short.
So if they... Yeah, I sucked at it when I started playing it. You have to... if you don't put... Like, expect your first 20 to 30 games to have a very bad win rate. I think my first 20 games I went 2 in like 14 or something like that. It was real bad, and then I started doing real well. So this is like including my first games that I think... No, I may have went like 2 and 11. Still pretty damn bad.
Let me work my magic.
Might just go Shatterstarred here. They have like nothing in their hand. Seems good enough. I guess I could play Warblades here and then go just Shatterstarred next turn, kill whatever they do. I think I like that better, actually. We're so ahead here. Maybe I kill off the 1-2. Yeah, I think I do kill off the 1-2 here. Just... Yeah, there's like a, when to like fight for board kind of raw, and then when to just ignore board and go face. It's an important skill. Alright, I regret hitting that guy now. I'm hearing the frickin'... I guess I could have gone for the Horde Pillager there.
Nothing but a bunch of big bags.
Ooh.
Vengeance is mine.
Loot? What more can I ask for?
For this playlist? Is that just... Okay. I feel like that's an insult, but I'm not really sure how to interpret that.
Such a beautiful shield.
Vengeance is mine.
I kind of wish I'd gone Twin Slice last turn, but this works out just fine. Alright. That's actually a good top deck.
Alas, poor warlock.
You don't pick the wand, see? You don't pick the wand, see?
More cat jam.
To my side.
Oh, that's ooh, that hurts. That's real bad, dude. How am I gonna, dude? I think using our Shattered Mystic might have cost the game here, because they just kind of built a new board. But I mean, we're still fine here because we have tons of heal, but not the where I'd like to be. Okay, Blade Dance is real good here. Nice. I think we just kill this and win.
Vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine.
This probably just dies, right? But I guess not. I could. No, I screwed myself. I guess we're fine. Ooh. Oh god, did I just freaking... I feel like I'm just throwing games. Oh, that's... Wait, is that my last shard? Oh, I just drew my freaking last... Oh, wait, we have another one here, but... Oh, I can't use it with the... That's unfortunate.
Hide behind your servants. I will still find you. Vengeance is mine.
I don't even want... I just want to not... Let's see. Oh, I pressure plated myself. Ah, dude. I am tired. Or something. This is so awkward. Oh, God. So I could just kill this and go face. Go down to 7. I think maybe that's the play. I also could double play these. Go down to 7. Dude, I think I threw this game like somewhere. Where's my frickin'... I want to... Won't let me play this minion. What the heck? There we go. I might have screwed myself here. Oh no, I threw the game. I don't know. I threw the game somewhere. I think I should not have used. Okay, so I need to save the Shatterstarred Mystic for later. Oh my god! Never punished, dudes. Never frickin' punished. All right, let's review this game. I need to look at this game and figure out what I. Oh, rank 13, nice. Oh my god, this is too much Warblades to be honest. I almost regret keeping these. I don't know if these are good keeps to like. I actually maybe could have just like done an actual mulligan. I don't know. This is an interesting spot because we could just go coin Warblades trade, and then equip a second Warblades. It's an interesting spot. Maybe we do. I don't know. That's like.
Demons.
I don't know what's best here. On your teammates. I wasn't sure about it at first. And I looked, so I'll show you guys after this. I looked just casually on cards. So, I can show this right now. So if you go to...
Vengeance is mine.
So I went to this and I looked at like deck win rate of cards in Demon Hunter. Apparently Horde Pillager has the highest deck win rate at Legend. So somehow, like, I don't know, that could be correlation because its drawn weight isn't as good. But it's still like, depends on actually if you do balance patch or not. Yeah, I guess it's not as good there. But like, it was beating out a lot of other cards because I was trying to find a 30th card. And it's, it's doing pretty good there, so I kind of decided, like, it's beating Consume Magic, which I'm running. It's beating a lot of other things, so I kind of decided to go with that. So I think I might go just equip Word. Oh, actually, now that we have Skull, we want to just go through our hand. But they have such an easy... They have such an easy Blade Dance next turn, which I don't... Actually, wait, did they just go... Actually, they probably would have... Maybe I just go Kane here after all.
I grow impatient. Vengeance is mine.
Yeah, especially with the heal. But it's weird because I have Skull. I kind of want to like use resources so we can get to the Skull. Yeah, this is what I was worried about, but we could just do this again now. Or we just go Kane now, I mean. I like Kane over Wand Maker here, I think.
Hide behind your servant. I will still mine.
It's just like a little awkward for them. I guess they can just go the Blade guy. Oh, that's actually pretty annoying. We don't. Maybe I should have left an answer for that. Okay, they're going Skull here. This is good. Or maybe not good, but it is what it is. I almost don't like...
You don't pick the wands.
Vengeance is mine.
Yeah, I had a game in the...
Treasure? Loot? What more can I ask for?
Comes a joke for... Dude, Lenko is in here, so... Dude, the stream's falling apart without Lenko's powerful modding. Yeah, I quit. I'm no longer on the team. So, let's see. Let's see, I think... Sociologist seems real good here.
Put some soul into it.
Vengeance is mine.
Oh, wow. Just have one of these bad boys. Okay. This is awkward. Dude, I think I just frickin' do the boring ass play here. So we can just set up for Skull.
I grow impatient.
She does.
Demons? Alas, poor war.
Dude, yeah, dude, Carnivorous Cube, great card.
Alas,
Which one is better, or which one is favored? But that is a new question, so I'll let chat decide.
alas, poor warlock.
Holy. trying to think of how likely we are to win next. Like how. Alright, I think I've saved the twin slice, but let's. So we heal up to a lot.
Such a beautiful shield.
Alright, we're never dying here, right? Yes.
They're not trapped. They're my friends.
So right now we have 5, 9, 11 from hand. So not quite lethal, I don't think, right? Wait, let's see. 5, 7, 11. So 11 plus whatever we get here. 11, right? 5. Let's start with this bad boy.
Such a beautiful shield.
Ooh. Do we go skull here? I feel like we don't, to be honest. Because... We'll do this. Was that lethal? That's lethal, right? 11. Oh wait, no, that's not lethal. Crap. I suck at math, guys. We didn't have. We were one short on mana, so we couldn't quite get the lethal there. Dude, all right. Now's where we find out they hard run Alexstrasza. GM. Nice.